You know, Shaq, you added a new word to the vernacular in our pregame show, the super others. I got to start with a stat about those guys. Aaron Wiggins and Alex Caruso combined to outscore Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. Those super others stepped up tonight for OKC.
This is what you call a total team effort. You know, I've been saying for the past two games that, Shea Gilgeous, with J-Dub and Chet. J-Dub has 19. Chet has, I think, 15 or whatever. Held them under 20, but then Caruso, super other, and then the other kid, Wiggins, 18. Total team effort they played, but we knew they was going to respond this way. They played well. Both teams played hard, but now OKC got their momentum back. Now we have a series. I was scared for OKC because usually, when you're upset, when you feel you let a game get away, you put the game away early. And the fact that in the first quarter it was close and the second quarter was close, they didn't pull away to like the early, mid-third quarters. But now we have a series, total team effort from OKC. Now, can they do that in a row? Because we've been saying, and we know from experience, everybody plays well at home. Can Wiggins get 18? Can Caruso hit 20? Can they shoot 50%, 48.8% from the field on the road? So now it's 1-1. Indiana stole one. I'm just glad it's not the old format, that 2-3-2.
Yeah.
Remember that format, that 2-3-2?
Yeah.
So now we have a series. I won't even be watching because after this, I'm dishonored.
Oh, shut up. I don't even want to hear it.
I'm going to be in the Bahamas.
They have TVs in the Bahamas.
Yes,
they have ABC and
NBA
ESPN.
TV is also
not
on
in the ocean.
Bahamas.
As one of the main factors on this team, we know when your big three plays well, you guys are damn unstoppable. You had 6 points. How was those nights? You probably took it on yourself, sat and played well. That's why we lost. That's what great players like yourself do. How did you sleep, and what were you thinking about those 3 days off?
Man, I didn't sleep very well, but I was just thinking, about gratitude and how grateful I am to be here. If anybody can speak on it not being promised or guaranteed to you, I can speak on that. So, I know I had a bad game one. Still feel like I can be better after this game 2, and that's getting back at watching the film, seeing where I can do that to get ready for the next games. But I just thought about where I could be better, and just thought about coming out and competing hard.
We know you play with the MVP, but do you say to yourself, like, for example, I need to average 15 a game, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks? Do you set goals like that for yourself, or do you just come in?
Of course, okay. I set goals for myself, and I even said it tonight. I don't feel like I had a great game tonight by any means. I was impactful in areas, but I got to continue to get better. And over time, at the end of the day, you can't just look at numbers and be like, I want to put up these numbers. It's, you got to work to be able to do this and let that follow.
Lastly, there are guys in the league that we call unicorns or been called unicorns. Year one, Porzingis, Wembanyama, and if you tell Shaq, Bo, it's one of them.
My boy, Bo.
If you say it. But in this era of basketball, how impactful do you feel that you have to show all of your versatility and be that mismatch every time? Do you pay attention to who's guarding you and when they're guarding you?
Yeah, at the end of the day, whether you're on offense or defense, you got to know who you're guarding at that point in time, especially against a team like this. You get cross-matched in transition. You got to know what they're trying to do on both ends, how certain players close out to you. Slower players will usually close short, try to gap the drive, and get a late contest on the three. Some of the quicker players will try to close out quicker, but they're usually shorter, so you got to think shoot over the top. But it's just that's why the game's so quick, and there's so many things that the average fan wouldn't think about that's going on out there, but you got to be able to kind of figure all that out on the fly and make plays.
Minnesota Chet.
Chet Holmgren, just 3 years removed from being the second pick in the draft. Wow. Now just 3 wins away from potentially being an NBA champion. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it, Chet.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Way, baby.
Proud of you, man.
Appreciate it.